Kia ora, my friends, and wherever you are on the earth, happy spring, autumn solstice to you. I am recording this special broadcast and live streaming it because it's such an important gateway. I don't know if you've watched some of the other videos, but some of my other broadcasts, but if you haven't and want to know more about this incredible time, and in particular a large black hole called Messier 87 or Virgo A, which actually opened in the kind of week before the solstice, and it stays open for a little bit longer, and it is beaming this Virgo flavored light, starlight, dark matter, radionic, photonic light into the cosmos. And because it is so close to the earth, it's beaming down on us. So the themes of this season are healing and self-transformation of the mind, the body, and the spirit. And it is particularly noticeable or prevalent, or it takes bed in this realm that we understand as our daily realm, as our daily routines. It takes place in terms of how we serve ourselves and how we serve others, how we help other people, because we're all connected, and how we give service to the earth, because Virgo is an earth sign, and this particular spring autumn solstice is about, for us in the southern hemisphere, it is about grounding into the growth phase. It's about nurturing the earth so we can have amazing vegetables at Christmas time. And in the northern hemisphere, it is about bedding down. It's about coming into the preparation of the soil. It is about getting ready to hunker down for winter. So this is a very important time to do your healing work, which is why I particularly wanted to shoot this very long session on intention and healing. And also I'll do a little affirmation practice for you, which will really amp up your own intention, even just by starting with your awareness. Because if you don't know this now, it's not going to mean much to you, but if you are beginning to discover this and come into your own light, which is both physical, hello, here we are, and non-physical. So the non-physical is the 99% of space that is in every single one of the trillions of cells in your body and in everything. The smallest particles of matter are nothing but a shit ton of space. So it's in that space that intention or free will is so incredibly important, and it is in that space, or the convergence of all of that space, that you bring into your physicality, and that we collectively bring into our physicality, that is so critical, and particularly at this time. So stargates or solstice are stargates, they're entry points. It's a crossing over from one circulation of sunlight into another. It's an opening, it is a doorway, and if you want to have a metaphor, it is a kick up the butt to learn something new, to challenge your thoughts from the everyday foldy. What do I mean by that? The everyday foldy is fear, uncertainty, lack, and doubt. The predominance of those thoughts, 70,000 per day that you get, is, for most people, 80% of most people never check their thoughts. They never own or take responsibility for their own thoughts and their own feelings. They are a slave to the stimuli. That stimuli is 11 million bits per second. Most of it is light. And we filter this with our stories, our ideas, our beliefs, our thoughts, and our feelings. That is a vortex, and most people are swamped by this vortex. They never stop to even say, hey, It is not the stimuli, it is me and how I'm owning this amazing space, this 99% of light in me. Every one of the trillions of my cells is full of light. What messaging am I sending with my own thoughts and my own feelings and my own beliefs? What thoughts am I sending to all that space dust, which is creating the vortex of energy that is you? So Virgo season, and this particularly this portal, this black hole, is a metaphor to shake up your own thinking, your everyday foldy. Shake it up. There is not one single thought, idea, or belief that is real. It is all just what you accept, the filter that you put on all of this data to make it make sense to you. And there is no greater purpose in life than becoming aware of the vortex, of the space dust, of how you converge the non-physical into your physicality and how you make yourself feel good. That's really all it is. Energy work is stepping into expansion, which is 100% positive expansion. And when I say this, it doesn't mean you have to be positive all the time. But guys, if the human default is 80% negative, foldy, recycled thoughts from the day before and the day before and the day before, going back ad nauseum to the time when you were 4 and something happened to you that made you think, I'm shit, I'm worthless, nobody loves me. And it was nothing even to do with you and the amazing light that you came in with from the cycling of energy that is your soul and came through you, through your birth, through your early life. These early decisions have got nothing to do with who you are. This is about awakening to who you really are. All of that mutable space dust that is waiting to be formed by something more dynamic than the 80% negative folding. So when I talk about this pure positive expansion, it is really just about allowing a little bit more sunlight or dark, starry night through you. It is about shaking up your own thought patterns, and the universe will keep handing you packages of life experience, not to make you positive, but so you can understand the balance between the negative and the positive. All of those combinations are acceptable in our universe. All of the dark matter, which is why I love this black hole so much, all of the dark matter and the light matter are acceptable. Everything goes and everything flows. And it's just about how you apply your energy, how you apply your thoughts. And this experience is handed to you by the universe based on those really early patterns and based on what you knew would be your set of probable life experiences that you came in with as a soul. When you incarnated into your physical body, you knew this. You knew this would happen. You knew you would have these choices. And the universe hands you these choices based on the early decisions that you made 0 to 7 years, until you take the reins and say, hey, I am an intentful being. I like being here. I have a beating heart. And I am intelligent. I own my bank, my vortex of thoughts and feelings. And I know this sounds weird. And it's not about being positive all the time. Although, as I said, you can move from 80% negative to, maybe 40, 50. Or if you're like me, you've set your sights on 80% positive. And I ain't moving from that because it just feels better to feel better. That's all there is to it. And we knew this. We knew this as children, that at some point we listened to somebody else who really wasn't aligned with their higher self. We listened to them and we stopped listening within. We stopped listening to our emotional guidance. We stopped seeking to feel good with our thoughts. We stopped challenging with our thoughts. We gave our power, we gave our authority away. And this season is about taking it back. So I wanted to talk about this. And I'm going to start first, after that really long intro, with a discussion around healing, because I think that it is really misunderstood. And as a healer, got to flick my hair here just out of the way because it's annoying me. As a healer, so I'm a quantum energy healer, and I do a lot of work with the heart. I do a lot of work with the breath. Breath is for pain relief and experience in the body. There's stored thoughts that are stored in the resistance, which is in the body, and also because we don't move enough, we stand and we sit. We're way too static. We don't shift. Just like that volume of thoughts, we don't shift our bodies and shift the resistance out. We don't move, we don't play, we don't have fun. We just sit there staring at screens and feeling shitty with the world. Okay, so I've gone and so this concept of healing drives me crazy, because it is our natural ability to heal. We do not need all of the advice and assistance from others. We have an inbuilt mechanism to heal, and it's called sleeping, and it's called the parasympathetic stress system. It is inherent in our bodies. We have this stress system and this the relax and rest and digest system, and we do not need another healer, particularly in this mental space, particularly this emotional space, particularly in this belief foldy space. Like when I started my own journey, and there was a lot of challenging life experience, and I come from a whānau or a family where there is pretty much tribal disconnection on every line. And I had teenage parents, and it has been a lifetime of going back and revisiting those early decisions that I made, that life was unsafe and that people I loved were unsafe, which they were, but I didn't need to accept that as a pattern. And I have used that dark experience of disconnection to bring myself into this awareness and to do my own healing. But back in the day, when I was just in this place of anger and division and conflict and judgment and pain and grief and shame, all of those emotions that were locked into my decision that life was unsafe and that relationships were full of conflict. I went to quite a few healers and I started testing out all of these modalities, which is how I became a teacher of them, because I have this very curious mind and I was very intent on discovering how they all worked. So I picked them all apart. But in the process of picking them apart, I actually went to lots of healers. And this is why I want to rant about it, because not rant, it's not really a rant, but this is why I want to talk about this, because healing is so misunderstood. So I went to these healers, and some of them were psychics, and some of them were body healers, and some of them were astrologists, and some of them were just like freaky, I don't know what to call them, I don't even know what to call them. But they would give me some gems, or in several cases there were energetic transfers, and things were plucked out of me. And they were amazing at the time. And the effects of these would last for 3 days to a week. So, I'm curious. I really was interested and intrigued by these particular healers that desire to do this work. But energetically, did it shift me? I was still pretty angry, and I was still experiencing conflict with in most close personal relationships, and quite a bit in work situations as well, which is why I knew that I had to go and sort myself out. And so when I started to do the healing work myself, the healing work was literally allowing my brainwaves to slow, which is what I teach now, and meditating, and then some active self-hypnosis to deal with my limited beliefs, and then a lot of reading and a lot of alone time. I really found that this healing could be sustained for much longer periods when I did the work. Sure, there have been ups and downs, but when I really started to do a deep dive, and that was and I still meditate at least a couple of hours a day. I still slow my brain waves down. This is what healing work is. It's there's no fancy words around it. There's no uh, again, disclaimer, opinion here. There's no fancy angel that comes down and takes away all the density. There is no serpent force that holds you a slave. I don't believe there are psychopaths that we need to cut cords with. There is light. There are sound frequencies. There are vibrations of the earth. And we have this within us, and it's outside of the us. And we just need to be aware of our, as I said, the convergence and how we integrate our spirit in the body. And it's a personal journey for everybody, which drives me crazy again with healers. They do not know what is inside me. They do not know how I'm controlling the vortex of thoughts and feelings. And likewise with you, I do not know what you are storing. I can sense and feel your dominant vibrational tone, the feeling tone of the vortex of thoughts within you. But I don't know all of the gifts and all of the challenges that you have packed away in all of those trillions and all of that space dust within you. What resistance can be felt, yes, but not the complexities and the interwoven threads of that resistance. But you know how to find it, and you have a higher authority or a version of that, and you can disrupt the everyday faulty. You can disrupt your own thinking, and you can learn all of what makes you feel good. And you know if it resonates, it feels good to you, then you stay in that space. And if it doesn't, you just let it go. You turn your attention somewhere else. You work with a light within you rather than criticizing or judging the stimuli. The stimuli is, and there are many choices for many different folks, but how you feel inside you is a totally personal journey. And you are the healer. You know what works for you every single time. You just have to slow down your brainwaves to be able to be present and witness all of that assimilation process, which is natural. Another point I've got to make about the natural process, and that is sleeping. Do you take your phone to bed? This is an EMF crystal. It's angel aura quartz, and I charge it with removing radioactive radiation and radioactive light, by the way. But do you take your phone to bed every night? Do you take your laptop to bed? Do you have a TV screen in your bedroom? Do you allow light to stream out of your device at you in your sacred sleeping space? Well, stop doing it right now. 2 reasons. First, your body needs to heal. It needs to slow down. You're not going to be slowing down in the day, because in this modern life, we do not slow down. We run around thinking, I must. It's just the way we are. And few of us take enough spaces to pause, to still, to listen within, to allow the beautiful space stuff that is us to condense into delivering us different messages that disrupt the everyday folding. But sleeping time is a no-brainer because you don't have to think about it, and your brainwaves are hopefully at theta or delta. Theta is the REM, delta is just that slow, slow, slow. So if you disrupt your own delta brainwaves, which are naturally restorative, which will naturally chill you out and do your healing work, processing of the body, the processing of food, the digestion of food that you've eaten during the day, that this natural inbuilt healing, and not just of the physical foods that you've consumed, but allowing your brain to rest, allowing the 90% imaginative right hemisphere, your subconscious mind, to rest and to restore and to recalibrate. You need to do that. Seriously, these things, if they are going to come into the room, they need to be buried under the bottom of the bed, at the end of the bed. Take the TV screen out of your room. Honor your dream times. So there's the first reason, restoration. But the second is you can actually change the tone of your everyday thinking. You can access unlimited guidance. You can access your tribalism, your ancestral knowledge, your whakapapa, which you have. Everyone has it. Some have it closer and some have it further away, and some tribes have more healing to do than other tribes. But at the end of the day, we're all connected to tribes. We have this survival response, this need to be part of the tribe. It's within us. We are all tribe leaders of self, of families, of communities in some respect, just we've forgotten it. But this time when you sleep, you can access unlimited knowledge. You can process in an unlimited way. And it is one of my teachings to teach people to use their dream space, to have this is my dream journal, okay, it's a bit filthy, and you can see. So you can give specific commands. Oh, here, I'd love to see progress in my dreams and for the power to shift beliefs into love. I'd also like to connect to A5, that's the lowest level of Delta for the Dream Center. Feeling good more. So that was the 31st of March in 2021. How was that? And after that was April Fool's. So you can use your journal to give your subconscious little triggers to expand your dreaming quality, as well as getting the required sleep and the levels of sleep. You can tune in to the wisdom of the cosmos. You can ask for your star whakapapa to come in. You can ask for your dreams to become places for you to inhabit. That's lucid dreaming. And very importantly, with dream healing is the liminal phase. That's the phase as you wake up, right? As you go to sleep. It is this, it's the REM space. The brain waves are slow, coherent, highly suggestible, and they're for you. They are not to pick up with an everyday pattern of scrolling social media thinking they're better than me, I should be doing this, and feeling that tide of folding, fear, uncertainty, lack and doubt. It's the most incredible time for you to affirm, for you to own your authority, to take your power back, to be aware. And only this awareness is as simple as, I like being here. I am physical and non-physical. I create my reality with my thoughts and my feelings, and I can disrupt anything that does not make me feel good. I can own my emotions, I own my beliefs, and none of them matter except I am unlimited. Which brings me on to the last point, and that is intention. It really does drive me crazy. We live in this incredible time space reality where not only are we blessed with intelligence, our consciousness is so massive. We have a left hemisphere, a right hemisphere, we have a super conscious 1% that's connected to this infinite field of possibilities, of data, of all energy, of all intelligence, of all consciousness. We only have to allow and slow down to actually be present with this intelligence that enables us to innovate and to create and to motivate and to contribute to the betterment of the earth and all people on our terms and with our flavour of sunlight, starlight, moonlight, aka astrology, based from our ancestral placement on the whenua. So we have this. It is naturally within us, intelligence. And I'm not talking about schooling, particularly, where I'm from, the school that you go to is everything. I'm not talking about what particular school, institution you went to get brainwashed, what university you went to you get brainwashed even further. What society you live in which has brainwashed you even more, brainwashed you into fear, and you have allowed yourself to accept these limiting conditions and limiting beliefs with your fast brainwave speeds. What I am talking about is intelligence and the ability to learn, this insight, being able to translate through other people's stories, other sources of authority, and find the inner authority. How do we find the inner authority? We slow down, we tune in, we feel the breath, we engage with our heart, we shoot the energy from our heart to our mind. We say, I like being here. My life feels good to me. My spirit is in my body. I feel the rays of light from where I've come as a spirit fill my body. I am intelligent. I question. I'm a spiritual disruptor. However you like to put it. Again, I cannot find the words for you, nor can I understand them for you. But I can prompt you into this questioning because you are intelligent. You are not the everyday thoughts that you have inherited and have decided to inherit. You are not survival stress thinking. You are your most creative being that is connected to the creator being, however you like to describe that. So we are intelligent, you are intelligent, but I think probably the most misunderstood healing tool of consciousness itself is free will. We have free will. It is the number one law of the universe, and there are 12. There are 12 universal laws. The number one is you have free will. And free will is just the ability to own your thoughts and own your feelings and to disrupt them, to see yourself as a space dust that sits behind the programs, the paradigms, the thoughts, the ideas, the beliefs, the core beliefs. Most of them are not even yours, okay? Most of them are inherited. When did you last do a stock take of your thoughts and your feelings and to lead you back to your beliefs? Emotions do not exist as some kind of weird feeling independent of the beliefs that sit underneath them. And underneath the beliefs sit your decision to give away your authority, to listen to someone who told you that you were shit, to listen to someone who told you that you were a little shit, to listen to someone who told you to go outside and stand in against the wall and look at the wall because you were naughty. These are not you. But you, how many of these early experiences did you translate as into, I am not good, I am not worthy, I am not lovable, I am not confident, I am not secure? How many? You have 100% free will to choose, and you can choose right now. Let this be your mission. Let it be your mission to heal from where you were, to accept your life experience as life experience that has propelled you to this point, to bravely disrupt every single thought that just does not feel good. You can feel it in your body when you say, I don't have enough time, I'm too busy, I'm too stressed. Where do you feel those statements? And how true are they really? Free will. You'll find free will if you meditate. You'll find your free will if you question. You will find your free will simply by saying, I choose to be free. I am free. I'm the creator of my reality with my thoughts and my feelings. I'm connected to this infinite source of wisdom. I'm intelligent, and I am the authority for me. I can be inspired by others. I can love and enjoy, and I'm curious about what I can be taught. But at the end of the day, you, only you, are the intelligent, free-willed, beautiful being that has come to Earth to contribute to our expansion. And that's another rule of the universe. We are constantly expanding. There's no perfection. It never gets done. We get so many chances to practice this, to remember how to practice this, to remember. Remembrance is in the heart. One of my clients is going through a particularly tough challenge, health challenge, and we were talking, and she was replaying some of her old stories, and I wasn't being very sympathetic because they are just that, old stories. But I said, practice saying your thoughts in your heart. Bring the tone, the feeling tone down into your heart. So just try that. When you're thinking, that guy just cut me off in your car, is this here or is this there? Can you come into a feeling good state? Can you be intentful about that? Really, it will shift so much in your life if you become intentful about feeling good. Just own the space of feeling good. And when you're not feeling good, use it to lever yourself into the next feel good state by questioning the thoughts, questioning how valuable they are to you towards your purpose of expansion, towards your goals, and towards feeling good. Because it is your birthright to feel good. You have a beating heart, you're intelligent, and you have free will. Okay. Whew. Channeled a lot there. Channeled a lot from my higher self. This is one of the probably the most joyful aspects of my work as a teacher of meditation and self-hypnosis. And I got to say this, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Nobody can hypnotize you. You choose to be hypnotized every single time. Now here is how you self-hypnotize yourself. You use your free will. You use your intention, and you say to yourself, I choose my slow brainwaves. I choose my role as a creator who likes being here. I choose to navigate with my mind and my heart and all of the levels. I choose to expand my neural capability, to expand my intelligence. I intend to be the authority in my life. Okay, let's try. So, the difference between hypnotherapy, where somebody like the healers performs the therapy for you and you're completely confused and befuddled as to what the process is, but you may stop smoking. And I'm not downgrading the impact that some hypnotherapists have. I'm just offering an alternative view that you can do this work. You do not need a therapist. You do not need somebody else to be the authority for you to claim your infinite intelligence and claim the natural resources, the natural resilience of yourself as a healing and creative being. So the difference with this technique is you own the process. And all we're going to do with this use of intention is shut down your conscious mind, which I've been talking to you with, but hopefully the other levels of your mind and your soul have been absorbing my high intention for this and my high intention for you and the vibrations that sit under how I have been speaking with my conscious mind. So intention is 50% there in the realm of manifesting. And when you intend to slow down your brainwaves, you are 50% there. And I'll talk about how to apply this afterwards. So if you can, and I'm looking for mine, give me a minute. If you can, oh, here's my painting. Very cool. Family, attachment, separation, want love. Okay, so if you can, this really is going to help you. I'm not going to wear it for the process. Eye patches are unbelievably good for meditation and self-hypnosis. And why? There's a reason, and that is because they block out, messed up my hair again, they block out photonic light, okay, and light is what stimulates us. So 10 million bits of those 11 million bits are light, and when you shut your eyes, essentially you are tuning in and you are slowing down your brainwaves into those alpha, theta, and when you're deeply, deeply, deeply in your deepest state of consciousness, that's delta, which we know is sleep. Okay, so use your eye patch if you've got one, and you may have to pause this and then come back on the replay, but use your eye patch or just close your eyes now. And this self-hypnosis practice or process is to expand your knowing, your remembering of who you really are. So when you're ready, allow yourself to come in, and any of these words that resonate for you, say them within. Here we go. I acknowledge myself as creator. I like being here. I feel my spirit in my body. I choose now to use my light to navigate the levels of my mind, to expand who I am, to create my reality with my thoughts and my feelings now. I intend for this practice to be for my optimal well-being now. That is intention. And now we will breathe. When you are ready, we're going to take 5 deep breaths. I'll demonstrate, and then you can do it. So we're going to sweep the breath from Papatōnuku, Mother Earth, to Ranginui, Sky Father. We're drawing in the cosmos, and we're dragging it through our heart down into the ground. As you do this, feel your heart space expand. Here we go. Breathing in. And hold. 1, 2, 3. Drag the light. Expel all the breath. Do it again. 4 more. Hold. Deeper down. Here we go. 3 more. Breathing in and hold. Expand your heart. Expand your light. Expand your intent. And breathe down. Releasing all the tension. Releasing all the air. Breathe it into the ground. Expand your will as a creator being. Breathing in. 2 more. Expand your light and join with all guidance that is there. Expand your influence and breathe down. And 1 more. Here we go. Breathing in. And when you're ready, come back to just natural breathing rate. Bring your awareness into the area between your brows, your third eye, and just circle the energy around. Keep going. And again, if you like, you can raise your eyebrows just to tire out and bring yourself deeper and deeper and deeper. Intend it to be, and it will be. And I'd like you now just to imagine a river. You're in a river, and there are the elements. There's the flow, and there are the shallow ripples. And this can be a deep river, or it can be just a little river, but it's a place that you enjoy being. Allow yourself to flow with the river, experiencing the surrender to the unknown, knowing you can navigate the great flow of life with your thoughts, and your feelings just flow deeper and deeper, allowing deeper levels of consciousness. And as you're floating in this great warm flow or great cool flow, it doesn't matter. Allow all your thoughts to float away. You might see these now as separate to you on the banks of that river. See them and observe them and carry on floating deeper and deeper down with the river. And it may be growing. It's definitely flowing. See your thoughts as the structures. See your beliefs as large structures. You may see these above the ground or below the ground. Around your beliefs, see emotions as colours. Just allow these colours. But you are none of these, and you continue to flow with the river. You are the river. You are the convergence, navigating the physical and the non-physical. Wairua, the great flow of spiritual and physical, te atua. Just observe. See your ability to choose. Deeper and deeper, float. And when you are ready, you may walk upon the shore and just observe this landscape of your choosing. Construct the elements of this thought, felt landscape of experience as you would like, as pleases you, and see yourself as the creator of new possibility, new thought. And you can deepen this further if you like. Observe all of the characteristics, sensations of this landscape of your creation. You can create structures and choose the colours, the emotions, the positive emotions. Feel the modi, the energy of your crafting, the sensations of love, creativity, freedom. You are free, creative being, free will, intelligent, loving, connected, healed. So I'd like you to just wrap this up and compound with all knowing of the light that is naturally you. You have all the programs of master self-hypnosis and meditation as if you have been meditating for many years. Allow this to be and intend it to be, and it will be. And when you are ready, and if there is any guidance just before we are ready, if there is any guidance to receive here, let it come as a flow. Integrate the knowing of free will as your place to flow and grow. You choose the river. Allow any guidance or any work that you need to do here just to occur, and I will pause. Allow the photonic light from the greatest, closest black hole, Messier 87, to stream through and surround you with optimal whole order. Allow knowledge to flow. Allow your healing abilities to grow. Become intentful of your purpose to awaken to who you really are, to manage the vortex. Superconscious mind, please connect and allow all access to this place of knowing. And slowly walk, take a few steps on the earth, grounding in this knowing, grounding in your purpose as an intentful creator being. Ground, and I will count back from 1 to 3 as you walk into this insight and knowing, into your unlimited self. Here we go. From 1, feel the movement in your toes, and that movement spreads up through the body. 2, centering in your heart. This knowledge is grounded here. The sensations are grounded here. Expand. And 3, when you are ready, you can open your eyes and come back to waking, intentful consciousness. I hope you like that. Probably a bit deep for YouTube, but I know that if you are in this place of coming into your awareness, that you'll be reaching it and everyone else will be scrolling by or flicking by. It's really powerful to use metaphors such as the river. The river is both surrendering to the unknown and our fears of the unknown, but it's also about navigation and navigating that convergence of the non-physical 99.99999 pure positive space dust with you, the 1%, the physical, the 1% of our world, the materialism governed by our 5 senses. So use that intent. Use the practice. You can listen to it again. It's very short. I'll summarize it. Intent. Relax your conscious mind. Circle the energy within and use a metaphor, a deepener, such as the river, to take yourself in, to see your thoughts and your beliefs as separate from who you really are, and to flow down the river and to go to places where you can deepen your knowledge, you can deepen your understanding of your unlimited mind, and make sure you come back grounding and integrating for whatever you have to do next. Intention. Make intention part of your day. Make it, if you bring intent into every activity, from the moment you wake up, being intentful, go make a cup of tea or get a glass of water, go to the bathroom and come into your meditation space. Set your timer. This is a good time to pick up your phone. Set your timer. Have a goal for your meditation or your self-hypnosis, and then use the process that I just outlined for you to get in and to disrupt your own thinking, to be intelligent, to make choices, to own your choices, to disrupt your thinking patterns, the everyday folding, to step into this incredible amount of light that is opened for us, to allow more, to expand more, to experiment. There are no mistakes that you can make with your own thinking and feeling. There's nothing that your source that holds you away from your source. So just experiment. No one has to see this. No one has to know about this. It's just you and your mind and your vibrations and your what you create. How you make yourself feel better because you're meant to feel good in this life. It's meant to feel good to you. And if you are interested in that, more of this and more how to super manifest, which is feeling good and manifesting feeling good thoughts into reality to make your life better for you and to continue to expand and to continue to learn and to continue to disrupt, to take back your power. I have a little book called Super Manifester, Manifest the Secret in You. That secret being that 99.99999% space dust that only you can find, and you have your own feeling tone. So we have a mailing list that you are very welcome to join. And we have a book. I have a book launch in November on the 22nd, right in the cusp of the portal that is the manifesting portal with the Great Galactic, another black hole. So I'm super excited to be able to share this book. There's been a lot of pourings of the heart and consideration of the mind and all my trainings and all my tips and all my secrets. But at the end of the day, as I said, You are the creator, and it's up to you to make this work. Only you know what feels good on the inside, and you are unlimited as you choose to be, as you knew you would choose to be. Know the order, my friend. Happy solstice.